It's morning. My alarm did not go off. Or at least I assume it didn't, because my dream wasn't cut short. Everyone knows the type. One of those dreams that's great while it lasts and hurts the minute you wake up. Ah, the abandoned island filled with bikini models that throw their tops off. It was one of those dreams. The sky was perfectly completely blue. Early autumn leaves turning orange. A walk home in my first year of high school. By the way, that was actually a reference to Foxtrot, so I don't care. It was also the first day I met Lillian. Hey, do you like the sky? That's a strange question. I'm hardly kidding. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to see what answer you choose. Why's that? You can tell a lot about a person by how they answer an unanswerable question. Her voice is fresh in my mind. She was smart, even back then. Shy, but years ahead of me. My dad wanted to be a pilot when he was younger. That's what he told me, anyway. I see. It was for an art project. The sky, I mean. I hate painting. I'm terrible at it. The sky ought to be the easiest thing to paint, right? You're wrong! She stared at the clouds, puzzled. I stared at her, equally puzzled. You and Lucas seem nice. You're good students, right? I could research, but I don't want to do the presentation. It wasn't the clouds, really. She stared at something invisible in the distance. I'm glad you came and talked to me. Maybe we could be friends. You're pretty when you smile, I thought. You're interesting. You too. I couldn't see what she was looking at. It began and ended in her own head. That's a tough barrier for a stranger to cross. You said you're from a small family, right? Yeah. Only child and my parents work a bit. Does it get lonely? Kinda. Do you ever invite friends over? Not really. Too busy. Besides, there's lots to do by yourself. I wanted to ask her everything and wanted to tell her everything. Who knows? Maybe I fell for her under that pale afternoon sky, and it wasn't until a year later that I realized it. Look, a plane. Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Cliché Man. They must feel good, but people piloting that. You could go anywhere up there, no boundaries. Oh, I feel bad now. I almost made a 9/11 joke. If I could have deciphered that comment back then maybe. But no, she's always been far, far ahead of me. Let's be friends. Sure thing. The morning passed by in a blur. It's about time to get going. Do you have any plans for the evening? It's the last day of school, after all. We'll be seeing each other again in a couple of weeks. It's not really a cause to celebrate. That was a lie, of course. Either way, I might be at the arcade with Lucas, so don't expect me till late, okay? We opened the front door and walked to school for the last time before the new year. Please tell me that we're almost done with this game. I'm going crazy here. It looks like Lillian is sick again. This is terrible. This is worse than terrible. I might be off by a long shot, but I know what class she would normally be in right now. She was always this morning, but maybe she was just late. Almost there. Hey. Morning. How was your cold? What? I mean, you were sick and, let me try this again. So, how have you been? Have you been feeling better? Yes, I am. Thanks for asking, even if it took a few more tries than necessary. Well, anyway, you might want to see your teachers about the stuff you missed. You've been away for a while. Last time I saw you was... So, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I can't tell you anything, Mark. I know, but... It's not because I don't trust you, it's because it would ruin everything if I do. You know what I mean. It wasn't a question this time. I know it's selfish, but listen to me for once. Mark. You said you know how I feel, right? Then listen. You're not alone, but you're acting like you are. That's... That's not my business, I know. That's not what I was... But it's what you were thinking. Forget about being nice. Don't worry about hurting me. Just do what you want, okay? Just stop thinking and do what you want. You're right. You're right, aren't you? I'll be fine, or at least I think I will. It's alright. You can take time to think or whatever it is. Meet me after school, alright? What? You're not busy, are you? No, I'm not, but... Then it's settled. Meet me after school and I'll tell you everything. Are you sure? She nods despite her vaguely trembling arms. And I nod while realizing conclusively that there's no turning back. Memories are fickle. They're not there when you need them, and they're there when you wish they weren't. Damn! It's cold. Leaning against the school's hard brick wall as the rest of the students leave for the holidays, I wonder absent-mindedly about these past 2 weeks. The shadows of the bare trees against the snow takes me back. Mira has nothing to do with this. I realize that now. She may have been the trigger, but this was set in motion long ago. But I shouldn't complain. If this is how the story has to end, then... Hey. Oh, wait. Hey! Lucas. Yeah, it's me. Why do Lucas and Lillian have almost the same color, name? Thought you were busy this evening? I am. I just told them that I'll be a half hour late. Oh. So, why are you here? I need to tie up a loose end. You're the loose end. Is this about what you said yesterday? No. Well, it's related in a sense, but this time it's about you. I'm here to warn you. Your future self will come and try to kill you. You already knew that, didn't you? Part of me did. That's the part with the natural intuition, man. I've known you for a while now. We're friends. There are a lot of things that go without saying, but there are an equal number of things that need to be said. What are you getting at? I'm saying that you might be making a mistake. Don't lie to yourself. I bite my lip. I don't know exactly what you're planning or how you're planning to do it, but if you're making an important decision, I'm obligated to make sure you do it properly. I'd hate to break it to you, but you're no more capable than I am. I know that. But there's another thing that I know. You've conditioned yourself not to take the initiative. And I'm going to change that. You're going to change that at your own peril. Fine by me. Just don't say I didn't warn you. He turns around and leaves. But before he can get out of earshot, thanks. I say that word just loud enough for him to hear it. You're late. I know. I'm sorry, but I got caught up with one of my teachers and... It's alright. I was just kidding. I tried to smile. It's only been 10 minutes. Relax. But... This will cancel one of the favors I owe you, alright? Fine. She takes a deep breath and slowly exhales. So, you're the one who called me here after all. Oh, right. Shall we walk? Sure. It takes a while for me to notice that the flurries have already started to fall. Oh, I thought those were shoujo sparkles. It feels like magic. A heavy condensed ball of bliss, pulling my heart into my throat. Who wrote this trite? She's the same as always, but something's different. Something in the way she brushes her hair from her eyes makes her look like she's shining. Well, that's the appeal of a maiden in love. God damn it, Dixie! Why are you snoring so loud? All those fragments of conversations over the past year, those jigsaw memories, they all come down to this. Jigsaw? I haven't seen Saw, but... One single walk on one single day on a snowy winter afternoon. But the silly thing with life is that every anticlimax feels like a climax when you're the hero. Hey, you remember when we first met, right? I feel like I'm gonna throw up. The science project? Without a moment's hesitation, There was a moment's hesitation where I almost died. Yeah, but I was thinking of what happened after that with the sky. Yeah, I remember. I dreamt about it this morning. Jesus Christ, that oatmeal is bad, rancid, etc. Funny, I haven't thought about that day in ages. Of course, I have more of a reason to remember it than you do. It's been so long, hasn't it? You used to be so shy back then. I can say the same to you. Yeah, I'd rather not think about it. It doesn't matter, we get along either way. I guess so, huh? The snow crunches beneath our feet. If you could go back, would you do it all over? If you could change your fate, would ya? Redo our first year? This year, last year, everything that happened before that. Do you think this would be any easier if you could just go back? Maybe. Even so, there's something poetic about the way things fall into place, even if it's a mess. Like an abstract painting, you know? Beautiful chaos. Absolute chaos! Destroy the world! Lillian and I arrive at a small park in a secluded corner of the suburbs. Nice place, isn't it? I never knew we had a park here. We were just here a couple of days ago with Mira, but... It's always been here. I used to come here when I was younger. Brushing the snow off the surface, she takes a seat on the swing and clutches onto the chains. This area was a lot more populated back then, but for some reason it was always quiet on Friday evenings. I used to go after school. After school on Friday, wouldn't the place be filled with kids then? I take a seat beside her. You'd think so, right? But they all used to go to the bigger park down the block. That's why I like this place. It was quiet. It was important. Yeah. I didn't have much else to do through most of junior high after all. You've changed so much. You think so? I know I'm more confident now, but... No, you really have. Remember that time when we went walking behind the school? You were scared that we would get lost. I think I might still be scared if you were leading us. Touché. There's something sad about our laughter, the calm before the storm. Still, it was different back then. We had to prod you out of a bus stop to even come with us. I remember you promised that we'd find something exciting. Huh? I might have conveniently forgotten about that. Did we end up finding anything? Of course. I don't remember taking anything home. Must have been that Playboy we found and then proceeded to bury. It wasn't anything you could take home. Lillian, there's something I need to tell you. You've made up your mind? 3 years ago I swore I would never do this again, but maybe the answer has been in front of me all along. This whole drama has been for something, I know it. My memories of the sepia-stained world surge forth, and Oh, yay, achievement time! Wow, next time you figure out which achievement I'm going after first, and then I'll do a different video for the other one. So, bye!